Last time I did a video on copper, it got a lot of hate. I mean, a lot. I didn't know people were that sensitive about copper. Now, 99.99% of that hate was from people who read the title, Why I Won't Stack Copper, and never actually watched the video. They kind of jumped the gun, just went into their explanation of why I should do this, or why they do this. So I wanted to do another video of showing copper I will buy. And no, I'm not talking about this. Let's get to the video. What's going on, guys? I'm Stateside. Welcome to my channel. And don't worry, I'm not trying to get you to like and subscribe. But if you have an unhealthy addiction to gold, silver, and numismatics as much as I do, then I promise you're in the right place. And as viewers, you don't get the recognition as you deserve. So I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my content. Helps me out tremendously. With all that being said, let's roll it. Now, the big misconception last time was I am anti-copper completely, but that's not true. I'll save any pre-1982 pennies I come across, and you should too. If you're wondering why pre-1982, well, it's because those pennies are 95% copper and 5% zinc, where anything after that is pretty much flipped, where current pennies have something like 99.2% zinc and then are 0.8% copper. Another great thing to do is if you're an electrician or in construction, you can get any copper wiring or pipes and take it to the scrapyard. It's free to find, and then after you cash in, you can put it towards your gold or silver, knock those premiums down. And guys, when I say free to find, I mean legally. Don't turn into Metheny and start taking down telephone poles. So my biggest thing about copper, I was trying to say, not actually go out and purchase these high premium bars or even rounds out there. One or two is absolutely fine. It's like a novelty item just to kind of have around. Sometimes it's cool just to feel some weight in a bar or a coin. But these are high premiums. And to make a big profit, you would have to buy a lot. I mean, a stupid amount. And where the hell are you going to store that? And even if copper did triple in price, you can't, how we say, back up the truck to go buy silver and gold when the price drops. You would have to literally stack your truck and back it up somewhere to sell it. No LCS is going to buy 10,000 bars. They just won't. People hardly ever buy them. I have 3 local coin shops by me that you guys know I've probably mentioned in the past. None of them sell copper. If they do buy copper, it is well under spot. I mean, you could take these to the scrapyard, but you will be getting pennies on the dollar for what you actually paid for them. So like I said, as a souvenir, something like that is pretty cool. 1 pound, 3 9 fine copper, USA. I bought this specifically for the video. And for people that don't know, right here, these are slabs. It's something I'm about to show you, the copper I will buy. So like I said, no thank you. I will stick to my pre-82 pennies I find and these beautiful numismatics right here. So we will get started on some of these. You have not seen some of these before, I promise you. Some may, but let's just get to it. So now numismatics aren't for everyone, but if you want a little bit of US history from the 1700s and 1800s, copper coins and tokens are the most affordable way to do it. And yes, I said tokens, like this one right here. These were made by a private mint. So these tokens, if you know from back in like the 1800s, they're kind of like almost like your political cartoons nowadays, or I guess we would call them memes now. Private mints made these to support or bash a certain party, or from historical event like this one talking about May 10th, 1837. That was a drastic day which really changed gold and silver. So there are many, many tokens out there. They're all very affordable. You can get them under $100. It's a really cool piece of history right there to have. But if tokens don't do it for you, there's large cents, and I mean large. So if we go back to look right here, as you can see, they have the same image right here with the braided hair, but this is a token. This is actual coin right there. And if you didn't know, this is how big our pennies were back in the day. So I'm going to overlay that. Hopefully you can get a good, no, you can't really see through there. Oh, maybe 3 times the size of it right there. That's how big our pennies were back in the day. It's a huge, huge difference, much bigger than the Lincoln cents we are used to. Now, the oldest one I have is from 1800. So I might post a picture if I can't get this on there. It's a lady facing to the right. It's pretty worn. And then on the back, you can see it says United States of America, 1 cent. And if you look down there, it says 1 over 100, representing the 1 cent. Now, that is kind of a more expensive one. If you wanted one that's in better condition, more common dates and design, you had this one right here. So for those wondering, this is your draped bust large cent, and this is your braided hair large cent. But guys, seriously, let's take the time to appreciate the history behind these. I mean, everyone's familiar with the penny. Your Lincoln head cent right here. It's a wheat cent. Before your wheat cent, we had the Indian head penny. Sorry if that's getting a glare. I'm just really trying to get that design in. The brown coins, that BN right there, is really hard to show. The back of the coin, 1 cent. Before your Lincoln or your Indian head, you had your flying eagle. And then this was the first year right here where they started making smaller pennies. Before that, it then jumped. We had large pennies, you can see from 1852 to your braided hair and then your draped bust. And they even go back further, but you are going to be spending some money to get those. And this is why I love constitutional silver, because you can do the same thing that we just did with these pennies, with dollars, half dollars, quarters, dimes, and even nickels. They even had 3 cents and 2 cent pieces. So if you want some history, something that's a little bit more compact, still copper, unlike this piece right here, I recommend getting some numismatics. Like I said, they are very affordable to get. You really get your history in it. It's like I own my own little museum right here. This is something I want to pass down to my kid and say, hey, look at what our change used to look like. Because guys, let's face it, who knows, here soon, we're not going to be having coins out anymore. It's just not heading that direction. So that's all I have for today, guys. Like always, I hope you got something from this video, and I'll see you in the next.